Oh my God, that was a beautiful surprise. Thank you so much. Wow. I felt like a little bit of, like, thanks to that rundown of my entire career, now Johnny Rods knows who the hell I am, so that's cool. Admittedly, he said, I don't know who you are. You had a student who was into my stuff, so that's cool, right? Gosh, this has been a heck of a year so far. There's been a lot of ups, as we've heard, and there's also been a lot of downs. For those of you who may not know, Kayla did cover it, but I made my professional wrestling debut in the year 2000. So this year, 2025, was special because this was the year I celebrated my 25 years in the wrestling business. Right? It is not lost on me that that is a rarity, especially as a woman, that after a quarter of a century, that I am old. Not as old as Johnny and Tony, of course. But also the fact that I am still, guys, I'm still wrestling though. I'm still wrestling, yeah. You know, thank you for the thumbs up. Also now a new champion, see that? That's my new thing for sure. If you had told me when I retired in 2006, hey, I'll meet you back here in the ring in 20, I would have said, you're out of your fucking mind. But thanks to yoga and the WWE Universe's love of all things nostalgic, I got to wrestle not once, not twice, but 3 times this year, and not just a regular match, but a women's championship match as well. Hello? Yeah, this is the year 2000. Hi, yeah, we'd like our It Girl back. Crazy stuff. I actually didn't know this year was going to be that crazy, but I did know it was going to be special. I kicked off the year by being a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble, coming in it appropriately, number 25. Then in February, I was invited onto Busted Open to chat with our friend Dave. And we were talking about my upcoming match, which was at Elimination Chamber in Toronto. And the boys had a little surprise for me. I was joined by president and co-founder of the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, mouthful, Seth Turner, who proceeded to tell me I would be a part of the class of 2025. And I honestly could not have think of a more special way to have celebrated my 25th anniversary, so thank you for that, Seth. I first met Seth while filming an episode, as he mentioned, of my bestie Amy's show, WWE Most Wanted Treasures. And we were on a quest to track down the famous velvet robe worn by the iconic Mae Young. And of course, thanks to Seth, we were successful in our quest. We spent hours there filming and listening to the stories behind the artifacts as Seth proudly showed us the incredible collection of curated items. He started with perhaps the most prized possession of the museum, the holy grail of professional wrestling artifacts, the belt carried by the legendary Bruno Sammartino. It's there, you guys have to see it. If you haven't been. We saw the fellow inductees, Johnny Rods, his robe and boots are in there. That's right. Yeah, that. And then there was Ric Flair's robe from WrestleMania 24. That's right. Do it. That was her cue. And Seth said, let me show you what's behind the robe. We said, no, Seth, we already know what's behind that robe. Thank you very much. That's your cue as well. Yeah. And then Seth brought out the iconic robe and crown belonging to Mae Young. And Amy and I just stood there. And we thought about her. We thought about the history. We thought about the barriers that she had to break. We thought about the moments. We thought about the hand. The hand. The hand. Let's give a hand for the hand, shall we? That's right, sexual chocolate. That day, I truly saw what Seth's vision was. Not just collecting memorabilia, but preserving our history. You know, the preservation of history in wrestling is so important because this business isn't just about what happens inside of the ring. It's about the stories, the sacrifices, and the moments that make people feel something. And too often, especially for women, those stories get lost or forgotten. And that's why Seth and this Hall of Fame are doing it so important. They're not just displaying artifacts, they're preserving the sweat, the struggle, and the legacy of those who made this industry what it is. And now, standing here as an inductee, I feel like I'm not just being honored, I feel like I'm now part of that living history. This moment isn't the end of my story, it's a continuation of it thanks to the Hall of Fame. Now my name will join the ones that inspired me, and hopefully it'll inspire the next generation to keep writing their story. To be only the third woman ever inducted alongside, as you mentioned, Mildred Burke and June Byers, two trailblazers who defined what women's wrestling could be, is an incredible honor for me. I know there's going to be many more women, right? When I started my journey in professional wrestling, representation for women in the industry was minimal. The women who came before me, they fought hard for their place, and I knew that if one day I was fortunate enough to compete in that ring, I wanted to continue their fight. And once I was able to get that opportunity, I set out to tear down the preconceived notions of what a female could do in the ring. It was not just about being tough and glamorous, it was about showing the world that women could be athletes, storytellers, and leaders in this space. And it wasn't easy, and there was times when we faced much skepticism, but I believe that if I could help change the narrative, that I could be a valuable role model for the women in our industry and beyond. The mantra I always carried with me, and you exemplified it, is if she can see it, she can be it. Representation matters. It matters in wrestling, it matters in all sports and in every field. And when we show young girls and boys what's possible, we're not just breaking barriers, we're building dreams. Today, women are headlining WWE events, they're breaking records, and they're being recognized as equals in the industry. And as an OG, I have to say, I'm very proud to have played just even a little part, as me and Amy always do, just a little part, just a tiny little part in paving the path for them. And I'm even prouder of the women who continue to push the boundaries today. And I have to say, I am so blessed, I feel so lucky that I get to go back and dip my toes into the current waters. I get to mix it up with women like Charlotte Flair. That's right. Becky Lynch. What do we do there? We just no, we boo. We boo. And Bailey, role model, right? The generation of women who are inspired by the so-called golden era women, myself, and these are the girls I gotta shout out, myself, Lita, Jazz, Victoria, Jacqueline, Ivory, and Molly Holly. It's pretty damn special. And never mind, I even had a chance to work with the next generation when I faced Tiffany Stratton at Evolution. And you know what? That match almost didn't happen. From someone who's always felt that in-depth character defining moments is so important in a match, this one had, let's just say, very little build-up, not much of a storyline. And so I hesitated, thinking maybe this wasn't the right time, maybe I'll wait for the better time, maybe more storyline could be added to the mix. And also, my mom had been diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer a few months before that. And she was given only a few months to live. And I really wasn't sure if that was the right time to step away from her side to go wrestle again. But my mom said to me, do it. She said, do it, do what you can while you can. So I did, and I am ever so grateful because my mom got to see me wrestle for the last time. Exactly 1 month later, to the date actually, she passed away. But she saw me going out there and doing what I love, giving it everything I had, and that was something that she taught me. And I'm so happy that I got to give her one more proud mama moment. That line she said, do what you can while you can, it's not just about wrestling. It's about life. It's about showing up fully for the people in your life, for our dreams, and for ourselves. Because we don't know how long we've got, you mentioned that. And one day you'll look back and you'll realize that it's the moments that you showed up fully, those are the ones that will define your legacy. That's what my mom believed in, that's what this industry taught me. And that's what I hope my journey shows others, to do what you can while you can and make every moment count. To the other inductees being honored tonight, congratulations on your incredible achievements. Sharing this space with you is a privilege, and I've always been very proud to feel welcomed in the Boys Club. But this one, the class of 2025, feels extra special, so thank you for that. my Stratospherians. I have a couple Stratospherians in the house, that's what we call my people. That's right. Fingers up. And by the way, did anyone send a memo to Roman that this has been in use for like a while? Next time you see Roman in Canada, you talk to him about it. I have to tell you guys that your loyalty and your love has fueled me from day one. You are the reason I got to live this dream, and you've all grounded me and you've cheered me on in every single chapter of my life. It's been a quarter of a century, that's a long time, so thank you guys for your devoted love. Couldn't have done it without you. And to my fellow wrestlers, the men and women who I shared the ring and the road with, thank you for pushing me, trusting me, and being a part of this ride. I am so proud of the work we've all done together. We're proud of the fight as the women that we did together, and proud of the legacy that we continue to build together. And lastly, I'd like to thank Seth and let's give it up for Seth. All right, settle down. I'm still talking. Just kidding. Thank you to Seth and to the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, and to everyone here tonight, because you guys got me out of my sweats. Since my mom passed, it's been a weird time to navigate, and you sort of just want to go internal, and it's nice to come out of that, of course, the clouds, but to be with people that love you and respect you, and it's a very special night. So to come out, this felt like the right time and the right event. So I thank you for that, and I thank you guys for coming and sharing this amazing evening with me. Here's to passion, perseverance, and always doing what you can while you can. Thank you guys. Hey, I have one more thing, sorry. Because it's guaranteed, I have to ask this. Were you guys stratified? Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
All right, folks. Big round of applause for Trish Stratus. Big round of applause for all of the members of the class of 2025.